berries explosion. It reminds me of, I can't remember whether it was a Ribena ad or something. You know, the berries all come jumping out of your mouth. Hey everybody, welcome back again. I'm Lionel, as you know. I am your friendly neighborhood wine and spirits expert. And we continue our journey on finding wines to pair with some local food. But we go a little bit upmarket today. I think we're gonna do a little bit of what a lot of great chefs think should be the next great brunch meal. Actually, most of us Chinese or in Asia, this is already the great brunch meal. What am I referring to? None other than the great classic Chinese dim sum. So, and what does dim sum mean? Dim sum literally means a touch of heart, right? And it's like something made from the heart and all very small morsels, like I mentioned. So some people say it's the Chinese tapas. I say the tapas is the Spanish dim sum. Most of the dishes are steamed, some of it pan-fried, nothing really deep fried if I'm not mistaken, but steaming is the classic thing. It's a real mixture of things. You've got meat, you've got seafood, but everything done in dainty little morsels. And how do you elevate this, right? A lot of people, the classic is like 2 dishes of dim sum, 1 cup of Chinese tea. It's the classic thing. And if you ask any Chinese why do they drink Chinese tea with dim sum, they'll say, oh, it cuts away the oiliness, you know, the tea is very elegant, And that's why I think champagne and dim sum, it's a match made in heaven. And that's why this morning I only have 2 types of wine, and they're both champagne. I have selected this morning a rosé champagne. You might remember it from the last time we tried champagne with char kway teow. The Bilakat Samon, founded in 1818, husband and wife team, and 6 generations later, still independently family owned. And this is a rosé. And we have a more commercial producer, Mumm Champagne. You will remember, if you're a fan of F1 for many years, was the F1 champagne, right? And no, we're not going to pop it like, well, I was corrected. Unfortunately, Michael Schumacher isn't racing anymore. Maybe Lewis Hamilton in the last 10 years have been popping more Mumm champagnes. But no, we're not going to do that. And I'm going to take this opportunity again to open the bottle of champagne in front of you. It's good practice and it's a good way for people to learn how to open. Never ever point the bottle at anyone. Always point it away. And most bottles of champagne, you'll find that there's a little line here on the foil where you can just peel it away. And why is it important to not point this? Because sometimes through transportation, the pressure has built up and actually the cork could actually release. So always put your thumb over the cork, right? And what you want to do is you want to loosen this wire cage around it. Once you've loosened it up enough, what you do, you want to keep your hand and thumb over the cork. You actually hold it and you twist the bottle. And that's all you want, right? You want to just release it and pour yourself a glass. And look at those beautiful bubbles. So the first champagne, like I mentioned, is Mumm, G.H. Mumm, originally actually German family. Today is owned by the wine and spirits giant Pernod Ricard. Last I remember, they are either the 3rd or 4th largest champagne producer in the world. Classic Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier blend. The Cordon Rouge has a fairly high proportion of Pinot Noir. So the champagne is not a light-bodied champagne, it has a bit of body to it. You always look at the color, the pale straw, golden straw. Oh, very, very brioche, toasted brioche nose. Sometimes a little bit biscuity, you know, how you take a biscuit and you can actually smell it, especially when it comes out straight out of the oven. And you don't need to swirl a champagne glass that much because obviously the bubbles will drive up the aromas of the wine. A bit of honey as well. Some apricots. As we always say, taste the wine first. And this is very dry, very, very dry. Citrus, limes, very dry, but delicious. Delicious, like I say, it makes you salivate and makes you want to take another sip. But the bubbles are so nice. I have some dumpling here, bit of the classic char siu pa. The fruits come out. Now suddenly the apricots come out, the honey comes out, and the dryness, the acidity has been tempered down, and it tastes. You get more body out of it. Very nice, very, very nice. Now we try champagne number 2. And some of you may be wondering, this is a champagne stopper. If you don't quite finish your champagne, you can stopper it and it's under pressure. It's still good for a few days. Look at that mousse, the bubbles, beautiful. And this is a rosé, as you can see from the color. Salmon pink. I think I would describe this as salmon pink. Again, strawberries, raspberries, but you still get that brioche toasty notes. Apricots again. Very little tropical fruit out of this, I must say, compared to the first wine. As usual, we have to taste the wine first. And I get raspberries, right? Subtle look. Let's get a bit of pan-fried radish cake, which is a classic dim sum dish. Berries explosion. It reminds me of, I can't remember whether it was a Ribena ad or something. You know, the berries all come jumping out of your mouth. It's a berries explosion in your mouth. Wow, very, very, very good. Very, very good. So, the moment we get out of this lockdown and you're able to go to a Chinese restaurant and have dim sum, you have to bring along a bottle or 2 of champagne. The Moom, it has classic champagne flavors and it's very, very dry. But the moment you have the dim sum with it, it takes away some of that dryness. It makes the wine much more rounded. It's just so nice, and the little bubbles, it just sort of cleanses the palate, and literally like a Chinese tea, cleanses everything, and you're able to next one, and next one. The rosé, on the other hand, the Billecart, it's literally the berries that keep coming out of your mouth. This one, already you get all that berries, but the moment you add the dim sum to it, the berries just explode out of your mouth. But not sweet, it's just fruity, right? You get all that berry flavors and it's wonderful. It's lovely, it's absolutely lovely. Seriously, you cannot do better with dim sum other than with champagne. I dare anyone to challenge me with that. I have not found a better pairing. The match made in heaven. Both available on dineout.com. I believe the Billecart Salmon is a 460 rosé champagne, small house. It's a little bit pricier, but wonderful, wonderful. No regrets. The Moom, more commercial, but great champagne nonetheless. It's only at 280 or 290 ringgit. Can't complain, really. Lovely, lovely champagne. So get them on dineout.com, and I hope to see you back here on the next episode. Thank you.